I was about to say, don't you dare, system. Good morning, bedheads and sleepy breads. Welcome to the Saturday sleepover where we're going to be doing some art today. I was going to be perfectly on time, and then my face tracking software decided to go at 1 frame per second, and I'm like, but why? Why do you do this? But first of all, congratulations Orange and Blue for first and third respectfully. And hello Brian, hello Orange, hello Avatar, and hello Blue. How are you guys doing today? Have you considered not consenting to technical difficulties? Well, you see, that's the problem, Orange. I didn't say yes. They just decided to happen anyway. And I'm like, hey, this is an okie dokie situation. And they're like, lol, too bad. But we got it sorted out, and that's what's important. At least, got that part sorted. We'll see how the rest of everything goes. That's stranger danger. Oh my god, that's a blast from the past. Don't trust strangers, they'll hurt you. I've been trying to look for a good reference image, but so far have not had any luck, because I didn't really know what I was going to draw today. I thought I had an idea earlier, but then I realized that idea was dumb and stupid and made of dumb and stupid. So now I need to go and find a reference. But how is everybody doing today? How has your weekend been so far? How has your Saturday been so far? Hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that the week treated you well. And if it didn't, well, then I'm glad the week is over so that you can finally relax. Sorry, I'm just quickly trying to look for... I'm quickly trying to look for a particular reference image. And it's just gonna take me a second. You'd think that this would be an easier image to find, but no. Heaven forbid. Wink, redeem. I hope that worked. Been to the community pool a lot this week with the weather being hot and humid. Hell yeah, Brian. That's a good choice. We appreciate those kinds of choices. Come on, Google. Work with me here. One moment, everybody. I'm almost... Well, I would like to have found it already, but... They're deciding that there's no good references to what I'm looking forward to, or to what I'm looking for. Oh, I think I have one. Yeah. Alright, I've got a reference. Now I just gotta set it up and work with it. So, my general plan, just to use this reference here, specifically want this lad. What you thinking about drawing? So what I'm going to do, Brian, is I'm going to try to recreate specifically the outline of this individual, because the reference or the drawings today are discovery, travel, and flying. And now the simple thing to do is to draw an airplane in the sky and call it a day, you know, or have somebody looking outside of the window of one with maybe like an itinerary and such. What I'm thinking, somebody jumping out of a plane and having a map wrapped around their head, in the idea that they started, you know, that they jumped out of a plane with a parachute specifically with the intent of trying to figure out where to land while they were going down. I'm not saying it's a good idea that they did this, but I think it's a fun idea. And I just needed a reference in order to be able to do something with it. I like it. Well, we'll see if I can make it happen, Blue, but that's an entirely different thing, right? Imagine having an idea of what to draw. That's how I play Breath of the Wild. Well, time to jump. Let's see where it leads us. Oh, 1 second. I gotta kill that. Speaking of flying things, I ought to draw tails again at some point. You should, Brian. There is nothing stopping you but you yourself. Also, be prepared for a lot of yawning today. Ugh. I was like, man, I'm actually going to give myself time to, you know, like, sleep. So, like, even if I wake up a bunch of times, I'll set aside, like, 9.5 hours in total so that, so that I can, at least, even if I wake up a couple times, I'll still be able to recuperate. And my brain was like, so you want to wake up every hour, right? Or every half hour, right? And I'm like, no, that's the opposite of what I want. It's like, oh, that's a shame. I'm like, dude, I just want to sleep a little bit. Hey! Hello, Mom. Thank you so much for the bits.
Cookie.
Cookie. How are you, Mom? Thank you so much for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you here. Just trying to get my... Oh? Before Liar gets here so I don't get yelled at. How are you? I am okay but tired, Mom. How are you? Hope that life is treating you well at the moment. You should sleep if you're tired. I tried, Mom. Oh, I tried. I tried last night. I put 9.5 hours aside, like made sure that I had stuff done for the rest of today, did it yesterday so that I could just stay in bed, and my brain is just like, no, we're not going to do that. You're going to wake up basically every half hour, and you're going to keep doing that for the entire night. And if you don't like it, that's too damn bad. And I'm like, All right. Very well. Making the spitster? Spitter? Making spitter. I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean. Orange, what is this secret language that you're speaking of? I mean, if you take the S and put it at the beginning, you get making spider. I get that. I don't get what you're saying right now. Explain to me your secrets. Did I just accidentally summon a demon into my house? Did you just make me say, like, a creature's name backwards and now it's trapped within this dimension? And hello, Cobalt. Thank you so much for the second. Congratulations. You are the last one. And how are you, Cobalt? How was the rest of your stream? And also thank you for the strike in the hydrant. Holy heck, this is gonna be... I'm on the board. Damn right you are. And thank you for the stretch and hydrate. I will do the hydrate now, and then I will do the stretch. Could probably use the stretch. Maybe it'll wake me up a little bit. And we reach for the skies. And then we reach for the right. And then we reach for the left. And then we shake out our wrists. Oh, that was actually kind of nice. Thank you, Cobalt. I appreciate that. I'm doing well since stream went well. Caught some Pokemon, so it was a good time. Heck yeah, you did. But you didn't get any Slowpoke tails, which... like, I won't call that a loss. But I'll call that a sadness. Also, Mama M, I don't have any milk, so I can't have any warm milk. I was very angry about that, yes. So angry that you said, this is silly. How could this have happened? Harumph. The extent of Cobalt getting angry. Mostly, Cobalt, because I can't see you being like an externally angry person. You know what I mean? Like, there are some people that do the huff and puff and fold arms and stomp and slam doors and swear and other things that I do. That's not true. When I'm externally mad, I just get really distant and closed off. But yeah, I could see you being like an internally screaming, externally going, well, I never. How dare this game do that to me? Alright, so... shoulder... in this case, that arm is already too long. Oh, it's going to be like this all over again, isn't it? It's like, Drawing is hard, ladies and gentlemen. Never do drawing. That's not true. Draw. Drawing is good for you. It helps you look in the world in a different way. But also, drawing sucks. Yeah. My useless advice. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, no more drawing. Throws pen out window. Blue, you go get that back now. That's littering. We don't accept littering in this household. We don't make the environment a worse place if we can help it. There you go. Now you go get that pen back and you think about what you did. No, I don't like that. Wasn't super incorrect, but it was not exactly where I wanted it to be. You know, we'll just start with the rib cage. How about that? In this case, the rib cage would be probably closer to this. And that technically just weaves into the crotch. If I'm seeing this individual correctly. This is already all incorrect, but we just gotta keep going. Sorry, the other problem with not getting a lot of sleep is my brain goes into into self-critical states a lot faster. And unfortunately, I don't sleep very well very often, so that's basically just a perpetual state of existence. It sucks. It's something I deal with. We're just gonna ignore it, and we're gonna just keep moving on. Please hit enter. Thank you. Also, tomorrow was nerve-wracking to me for some reason, even though it's a super simple thing. All I'm doing is just talking about art and people's art. But there's somewhere in the back of my head that's just like, what if nobody submits anything? Then what am I supposed to do? And it's like, well, wait, just do what Kudju does. Just talk for like 4 hours about nothing. Easy. Alright, there we go. I'll submit something. I appreciate that, Blue. I don't know. There's always just how to say. The human mind is very built under or at least mine is very much, it likes consistency and will create its own expectations, whether they are reasonable or not. And then and that's where the anxiety comes from, right? Like the fear that the things that we expect are not going to live up to what they actually are. Like we presume this is going to happen. It's like, oh, but what if that doesn't happen exactly? Because now at this point I'm locked into that specific thing happening, and if that thing isn't happening, Which, of course, like, you know, the best way to defeat that is to... not expect things, you know? Don't expect things. Just go with the flow. Let things run their course. If things don't happen the way you thought they were going to, that's fine. Just move along and... just do the next thing. Oh my god. I apologize for the yawning. I hope you guys can't hear that. I'm trying very desperately to both hide the facial expression and also to hide the noise. Because what's more enjoyable than listening to somebody yawn every 5 minutes, you know? Actually, speaking of enjoyable, so I don't think it's a secret that I am a fan of, like, open world survival crafting games. Like, that is a thing, that is a genre that I as a person really enjoy. Like, it strikes that nice dopamine drip of gathering things and bringing them back and crafting them into things, which allows you to gather things faster and progress through things, and etc, 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 etc. You know, go up the tech tree, like for Valheim, for instance. You know, get yourself to a position where you can beat the first boss, get access to new technologies, use that technology in order to further yourself through that technological tree, quote unquote, pushing your way through to a specific point until you're ready to take on boss number 2. Boss number 2 will then blah 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 blah. One of the things that I always forget, for some reason, is the joy of exploration. Because a lot of open world survival crafting games are just, or there's a fair number of them at least. Valheim, for example, is procedurally generated. So even though exploration is something that you need to do from the purposes of gameplay and gathering, you know, like you need to go into the dark forest in order to find copper and in order to find tin, in order to be able to grab them both, in order to smelt that. It's just part of the game, which is enjoyable. But there are other games where there's a predetermined map, you know, like this is what the map looks like, this is where all the resources are, so it's really easy to open up Google and be like, where's all the resources on the map? And that's what I've been doing with Conan Exiles recently. I've just been being like, what material do I need? This. All right, open up like a resource, like Google map. And it's just like, okay, this is where I find this, this is where I find this, this is where I find this. Neat, 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 neat. So I started kind of going along like that kind of a path where I was just Googling everything. And it just became a going through the motions kind of game, you know, like you have a YouTube video or a podcast on one monitor and you had the game on the other, you know, it was just a thing to fill time, which is sometimes what happens with those games, right? Instead of it being enjoyable, it's a time filler. And that's what it was kind of starting to become for me. Until at one point, I was trying to find heavy hide or thick hide to make heavy leather. And I checked on Google and it was like, oh, it's in this biome. And I figured out where the biome was, so I started heading in that direction. And as I was heading in that direction, all of a sudden I see to my right this like indent into the side of a mountain. And it's just this massive area covered in desert. And just at the very end, there's this giant temple. And my initial instinct is to Google. But I'm like, no, let's go check it out ourselves. So I take out my newly forged weapon. I, you know, get my healing potions and such, and I just venture into the desert. And I fight my way through stuff that is a challenge for me. Slowly push my way through until I get to the temple where there's 2 of the things that were challenging to me in front of it. Barely managed to beat them. And then walk into the temple. And it's completely empty. Like, you just walk in, there's nothing there. I have weapon ready just in case. And I make my way through the halls. And then near the back, there's just this area that was clearly once like a prayer room. Or like, you know, like the main chamber for prayer. Where people would pray and light torches, etc. But it's covered in like a sandstorm that is just kind of existing there within its own place. And I'm like timidly moving forward, thinking that the sandstorm is going to hurt me, so I'm like trying to find ways around it. And then finally I just step through and it turns out it doesn't hurt me. And at the very end of that chamber, by the altar is a guy. And I walk up to him expecting him to attack me. And I can't remember his name, but it was somebody the Mad. And I talk to him. And there's 3 options. There's the capability to talk to him, where he will ramble madness at you. There's the ability to walk away from him. And then there's the ability to give him 3 items, which he will exchange for something else. I had one of those items. I don't remember where I got it. I found it in a cave while I was trying to hunt for more materials. And there was just this weird little moment where, like, that spark / call to adventure just kind of, like, kicked into my head. Like, immediately I'm like, oh, where could those other 3 pieces be? Oh, I need to find them, you know? And there's this moment where I'm, like, literally rushing my way out of the temple, and I'm just like, oh, there it is. You know, there's that little call to action. Like, I don't even want to open up Google. I want to go and start storming into, like, every cave that I find, and, like, I just want to, like, run around the world and try to figure out where these pieces are. What is the thing that he's going to give me? I don't heckin' know, but I want it, and I want to know what it does. And it was just like, I don't know. It was just a weird little moment of just like, oh, there it is. You know, because, like, games like Valheim, you have that initially. The moment that at the beginning of the game, the Valkyrie carries you over the land and you get a little bit of sight below you, and then they drop you in the starter zone. And immediately exploration is important for you to be able to get your senses. So it's built into it because it's a procedurally generated world. But Conan is a defined world. Like, it is a pre-built world. Like, if you start a new world, it's the exact same as the one that you had before. So you can be like, well, I built here last time, so I could build over here this time. And it's like, I like that. That's not bad, but it's too easy to start Googling things. I don't remember who the heck it was. I think it was Josh Strife Hayes. He talked once before about how games have changed basically since the, like, true creation of the, like, once the internet connection started becoming more accessible to people. Because the moment that you have the capability to Google things, the faster that you can learn about games, for better or for worse. You know, it's difficult for a developer to put something hidden in a game, like a puzzle or secret lore or a secret room, because if one person finds it, everyone probably knows about it now, because it will get mentioned to, like, everybody. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, I don't know. I don't know exactly where I'm trying to go with this thought process, but it's fascinating how our terminally onlineness can actually, like, affect the way that we play games. I don't know. I don't have like an end thought to this. This is just a Will ramble. Surprise. And yeah, Brian, they're absolutely time sinks, but I enjoy the hell out of them. Like, Conan's my current Conan's the current obsession. For better or for worse. I enjoy Will rambles, but they don't go anywhere. They're just like open-ended thoughts. I'm just gonna put a hand because I don't know how to draw. Hand. Oh, we'll do it like that. That'll work. There. And then on the face, wrapped around the head. Don't know if I could make it work, but we're gonna try. But yeah, there you go. There's the general shape. The leg doesn't look right to me, though. Needs to be a little bit thicker, I think. There we go. I think that's going to be our general shape for this. Which, there we go. We did it in 40 minutes. That's pretty crazy. Pop off indeed, Blue. Pop off indeed. Increase the size a little bit. Oh wait, still actually need you for reference. You're gonna have cut your strap to your back. No, Blue, this isn't me. No, 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 no. This is a random person. No, 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 no. What do you mean, wow? I'm not drawing myself. I'm drawing a random individual who's going on an adventure and has a map attached to their face. I don't know what's so controversial about that. Yeah, we do definitely need that for the parachute. And we'll have the little thing in the back to show that the parachute is in fact attached. There we go. I think you need to be a little bit longer. Also kind of a weird angle, isn't it? There we go. All right. Yeah, that's about right. All right. I'm going to take a super quick break because I think I just need to have a quick snack of some kind just to kind of get my energy levels up a little bit because I am... So, we're going to take a super fast break as per usual. So, if you guys can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink. Make sure that you guys are taking care of yourselves. You heard me. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. And I will see you guys very soon. All worlds begin in darkness. And also end. The heart is no different. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Sorry, I had... Whenever I go for a pause, I always just roam around and and thank you, Blue. I just start rambling random things to myself, so all of a sudden I just started quoting Kingdom Hearts, because of course I did. One day... Oh, wait, no, that's right. I would really like to play Kingdom Hearts one day on stream, but a fellow streamer that I am aware of tried to do that, and got a freaking hammer dropped on their channel. So now I'm like, oh, maybe we don't do that then. You know, as someone who would like to one day stream, I would like to someday stream professionally. Just like, maybe we don't do that then. Let's not do that. Alright. I like drawing with this particular brush, so this is the brush we're going to use. It's time for cleanup. Who doth messages me? One moment, please. That makes more sense. And for some reason, it tends to be Kingdom Hearts a lot. That goes through my head specifically is what I meant to say. I don't know why. Ooh, hold on. Oh, come on now. Really? Alright, I guess I'm on my own in this case. It'll happen one day, not if I play Kingdom Hearts. That's the thing that I'm taking away from this. Oh, that's how it goes. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this a bit closer for the reference. What? Don't rotate. What are you doing? I said enter. Technology. Am I alright, ladies and gentlemen? Just can't trust it to do what you want to do. How did I fumble that at the very end there? But there's a question for you. Do you guys have anything in particular, whether video game or movie or anything of the like, that just immediately comes to mind whenever you have the unreasonable need to quote something? You just go, yep, that's the go-to right there. That's what I need to be saying at the moment. Or is there nothing? Do you guys not quote things? Either way, it makes sense. It's whatever it ends up being for you specifically. Blip. I wish I'm not a quoter, but that's fine, Blue. You don't gotta be a quoter. I'm a quoter because I'm not good when it comes to... I'm a quoter because that's just how my brain goes. I quote all kinds of media all the time. It's possible for me to pick just one piece of media. Fair enough, Brian. A reasonable response. For me, it's usually like a mix of video games and shows. A lot of Simpsons. Like a lot of Simpsons. But my biggest problem is that I don't quote actively. I quote reactively, if that makes sense. Like, something will trigger a memory, and it will cause my response to be a quote, rather than me actively having a quote in mind and proclaiming it. Like, I don't know any Simpsons quotes until someone triggers a memory of a Simpsons quote. Then I remember the Simpsons quote, with usually obnoxious detail. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm just making this super simple. A little bit bigger. And blue, it's not about big or small brain stuff. That's never what it is. It's just how you respond to things. Like, I think a lot of quoting actually comes more, how to say it? I quote because my brain has a lot of pattern recognition. That's how my brain works. In social situations, I didn't understand how to communicate with people for a very long time, but my brain eventually created just like a fuck ton of algorithms that were like, if person says this, the correct response is this. So I just taught myself pattern recognition. So if this thing is said, the correct response is either A or B. And if you respond with B, these are the things that could probably be asked in response. If you say A, these are probably the things that are going to be said in response. So pick the route that you want to go down. Bum, that one, and you continue. So because of that, with The Simpsons, you know, the pattern recognition will sometimes be someone will say something that is of a similarness to something that a character says in the scene. And then that response in my mind is to go, this, you know, like this quote. Never heard of someone describe it like that. That's because I still think I am potentially on the autistic spectrum, in the sense that I have a very difficult time with communicating with people. For most people, it seems like, yeah, talking to people, blah, 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 blah. You just do it. And I'm like, no, there's like filing cabinets full of options and directions and data in my brain that I'm perpetually referencing in order to make sure that I understand what needs to be said in this conversation. Omae wa mu shindeiru. Oh god, what was it? Oh, who said that? Ambiguous Amphibian, that's it. Has in one of his episodes or one of his YouTube videos, he says Owayamamo Mo Shinderu. But he says it in like the most American way. So it's like, oh my wa mo Shinderu. And it's just, it is a mixture of chuckling and wanting to hurl my monitor out the window. Like, I don't know where I stand on that particular, like, my emotions are conflicted in that moment. Because I know he doesn't mean anything bad by his way of talking. But there's also a part of me that's like, but he's wrong. What he said was wrong. And that's unacceptable. And it's true, Blue. It is sort of like a guide. Because I don't want to be in a position anymore where conversation catches me off guard. If I know all of the at least potentials to what responses will trigger what responses, then socializing is less scary. It's still scary as shit, but it's a little bit less scary. A little bit. It's a little, can't see it, but I'm doing the little, like, you know, the thumb and index finger together, showing a tiny little space between. Just a little bit scarier. Less scary, rather. Don't get me wrong, it's also exhausting. Ugh. It's also exhausting. Because it means you're in a perpetual state of constantly having to think about what you say and what it could lead to. Which is a lot of work. See if I can remember the box trick. Needs to be a little bit wider. There. Works, but I need the fingers to be spread out more, so I actually need to erase this, which means that technically the hand itself, because like when you're spreading out your hand, you are stretching your hand slightly, so we need this to just be a little bit wider, and there's the pinky. Like shit, doesn't it? Yeah, it's like, let's get rid of that. Let's not even look at that ever again. That was awful. Gross. Gross, bad, awful. Never looking at it again. We didn't even know it existed. Also, I think that wrist is too small now that I'm looking at it again. Uh-oh. Hyper-focusing. Oh no. No, brain, no. Just let it be. That's good enough. It's fine. Ignore it. Oh, it would actually be that hand, so it would be... Time to try and draw my own hand. That'll be fun. This is how we're gonna do it. That way, if we hate it, we can just delete it. Thumb should be like that much longer. Ooh, the frustrations of art. Back in the day, I used to try and draw my hand almost once a day, just to get more used to drawing hands. Clearly, the information of those lessons did not stick around. Now we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna get rid of that. Don't know how we're gonna do this hand right now, but we're gonna ignore this hand. That's what we're gonna do. That's the right thing to do in this particular situation. We're just going to ignore the hands and we'll figure out something in the future. Because hands are stupidly hard. I don't remember what the name of the artist was. But I think they worked on one of the... I think they were like the artist of like a manga. And they were like, yeah, I wasn't getting enough practice in with hands. So I created a character with like hands all over their face. Like to get the practice in. And then they basically stated like, not gonna lie, kinda regret that. Didn't like that. At least from what I read, that was the general response of just like, not my brightest idea. To which I'm sitting there like, yeah. Why would you do that to yourself? Ever? foot is way more tucked in. Got it. This should be closer to like... Nope, that doesn't work either, does it? I think I've rightly fucked this up. That's what I've reckon I've been doing rightly. Apologies for my negative speak, by the way. I know that I'm kind of bad for that from time to time. Trying not to do it, and then you do it anyway, and then that turns into a whole thing about you getting mad at yourself for doing it in the first place, and then it just turns into a whole cluster heck of just no good. Is too small again. Probably needs to go a little bit lower too. And I appreciate that, Blue. Unfortunately, that makes one of us. Hold on, now I need to do something. Piece of paper over the hand, pull it back. How does it look? I should not be doing this while covering my own face. So it's going to try to hold its form to the best of its abilities. So this is kind of right. And like it is flapping, so like that does make sense. But then it gets into a point here. And then it sharply folds back in. Actually, no, this would be slightly angled, wouldn't it? Paper, you stay there. Don't you fall. I need you as reference. You have a very important job right now. Honestly, I don't think you're quite registering how important your job is at the moment. Well, the thing would connect here at least. And they'd have the fun thing of having to try and do the, like... I should really do this on a different thing. Really should do that on a different thing. Third one. This one's just going to be a little bit lower. There to have like the grids on it, but I think the grid is a little bit too... like expand the selection by like 1 pixel. Yeah, if you do that, it doesn't work though. Heck. Oh wait, what if we... Get out of here, paper. You've served your function. You've been defeated this day. Where we play this fun little card game. There you go. That kind of works, actually. Hold on, sorry. ADHD brain is wandering off for just a moment. Don't mind me. There we go. Okay. No idea how I'm going to do these hands, but we'll figure that out a different day, I guess. Hide the reference. Foot looks too small. All right. Done. Ah! Why did I do anything that involves hands? Nah, I know what we're gonna do. mitten hand. Perfect. Yeah, Avatar gets it. And Avatar, hello. I didn't realize you were still here. How are you doing? Phasing in and out of existence. Oh dear. That sounds both exciting and concerning. Are you okay? Do I need to call? Wait, no, hold on. Hold on, sorry, I'm having a moment. Alright, there we go. That makes more sense. Why do they call it an oven mitt when they oven mitt the cold food and of mitt hot eat the of out mitt hot eat the food? That was so difficult to say. Why would you do that to me? That was mean. Cruel, even. Actually, if I just... like, I'm just kind of accepting those hands because I do want to just get this done because it is also getting weirdly hot in here. And I don't know if that just means that I'm getting sick or if I'm just... or if it's just humid as heck outside, which it is. It's very humid outside. But, like, regardless, it's making me, like, mildly antsy. You ever have that where just, like, the temperature starts changing and you're just kind of, like, your leg is bouncing and you're just kind of like, I just want to... Save your work. Good choice, my dude. I have not saved once. Hydrate, I will get to it in 1 second after I brush that line in. Right, hydrate. Yes, thank you, Avatar. Are you also doodling for this week, Avatar? No pressure, obviously, just making conversation, as it were. No, that's cool, my dude. No pressure. It's an opt-in system, not a... a mandatory system. There we go. Wait, I was gonna have them wear a coat. What the frick am I doing? It's too late now. Now they're not wearing a coat anymore. doing hydraulic erosion studies. Ah. The idea of erosion being affected by different types of precipitation, such as rain and just regular, like, river, or like just regular water movement in general, such as oceans and rivers and streams, etc. Question mark? It's a terrible question mark. Kindly disregard that question mark. For the good of us all. And yeah, we're just gonna follow. We're just gonna follow that one, that freaking image's footsteps at this point. I had a different idea in mind, but heck it. We're already here. I think the programmers... Oh, I thank the programmers who paved the path before me. Hell yeah, my dude. You gotta. It'd be rude otherwise. Those lads did some excellent work. You know, Will, what's up? Your guy kinda be. Go on. Kinda be dab? What does that even mean? Oh my god, no! No! Now I have to delete it all and start from scratch. Now I have to get rid of it all. No other option. You did this, Avatar. You did this to me. How could you do this to my boy? Thank you, Nivek. Blech. Nivek, how could you? Ah! Hello, Nivek. Comes in with the betrayal and the hello. Howdy do, Nivek. How's your weekend going so far? Hope that life is treating you well so far. Me. One moment, everybody. I need to do something real quick. I'm tired, but now you get to play games. Hell yeah, Nivek, what you playing? What's on the docket for today? Pokemon Tabletop. It's like D&D, but Pokemon. I'll be streaming it next week. Ooh, I have heard of it. I don't know a lot about it, but I have heard of it. I am aware of this thing's presence. I don't know why I'm doing this, by the way, but brain just demands that I do this for whatever reason. And I'm glad to hear it, Nivek. Sounds like a good time. Wait. You're telling me that you're playing a TTRPG right now, and you're in my chat. Is that what you're saying? Because if so, shame. As a dungeon master. Shame. Shame. Focus on your tabletop game. I had a friend who was a dungeon master, who, like, he's somebody who puts a lot of time and effort into his storytelling. Like, he's the guy who will, like, sit down and be like, okay, what's the best story that I can do here? How do I incorporate character backgrounds? This is for D&D, mind you, but still. And, like, he puts so much time and effort into his stuff, and then he started playing, and his players just, like, half of them weren't paying attention. Like, they were just, like, there to hang out, so to speak. One of them was invested, but had kind of, like, a hero complex for his character. And the other player was, like, how to say it, was just very uninvested. And just kind of there because friends were there. And it just, like, it was heartbreaking listening to him talk about his group where, like, he'd put so much time into the game to try and make them, try to entertain them, and they would just, like, basically not react. And it was just him being like, I have to, like, after a couple sessions, he just flat out was just like, I need to end this game. Because I'm ready to strangle my players to death right now because they're just constantly just like, yeah, we really like what you're doing. It's just like, you don't even know what's going on. You have no idea what's happening. You're not putting any effort. A lot of the times, everybody's late. Some people, it's been 5 sessions in and you don't know the basics about your character. You know, it's just like, at this point, there's just no excuse anymore. That's rough. Yeah, it was rough. He ended the campaign because he's like, I can't. He had to get kind of stern with them too a little bit. Just like, yeah, so the reason that I'm stopping not doing this anymore is because of you guys, just so you know. He didn't say it like that. He's a lot more tactful than I am, but he basically was just like, look, I'm not having fun. It doesn't sound like you guys are having fun, so we're not going to do this anymore. But trust me, I put a lot of effort into these games. Well, I don't know how specifically the TTRP or the Pokemon tabletop game works, so like maybe it's not in the same rhythm as what I'm thinking of. But for me, I was just like, when my friend was telling me that, I'm just like, I'll kick their ass right now. Just say the word and I'll kick their ass. Because I've been in his games. He puts a lot of work in. So yes, I'm just being sassy at you right now, Navek, because I'm remembering that particular thought, and I'm unreasonably associating it with you, which is unfair, and I apologize. Or I'm unreasonably connecting that thought process to you, which is not fair, and I'm sorry. Can be. I was hanging out here, 1, to give you views, B, because someone else is having a moment, so I'm sitting back and letting them strut their stuff. Alright, you know what? Now I feel like a total dick, because now you're just being a reasonable guy. There's somebody who's just like, hey, you want to see something crazy? Check this out. I got this crazy moveset that I'm about to pull off, and you're just like, yeah, dude, fucking go nutsoid. Have a good time. I was on the wrong layer. That's very embarrassing. And they're just like, yeah, check this out. And everyone else is like, oh, shit. But still, I'm sorry, Nevek. That was unreasonable, and I apologize. Go nutsoid, King. I can appreciate when, how to say it, as a DM, I love when characters, or when players, are just like, wait, can I do this? And I'm just like, fuck yeah, you can. Obviously it depends, but I definitely enjoy when players come up with like a crazy scheme or something. A dumb story that I remember is I played with a guy. I had a player who was playing a trickster cleric, and I was having a scene where, you know, like how to say it, there was a moment where there was like a lot of tension happening between two kingdoms, and there was a I love this one because I'm playing a fast talking charlatan and it's fun. Hell yeah, my dude. How to say, there was like this big tension happening between these two kingdoms, and the party wasn't really affiliated with that, but this was stuff that was happening in the background. So like they learned about like this diplomat that was supposed to show up from the other nation, and it was supposed to be a big display of trust between the kingdoms to show that they were trying to make amends so that war wouldn't happen. And this group of like tieflings were basically having a moment of just like, nope. You know, like we're done being oppressed. We're done with this, and we're going to show our disdain by like throwing the world into chaos. So I had like it happen that like the party learned about it a little bit and like went to like the big parade display of the diplomat, and there were all these tieflings in the crowd that were just like all over the place, and they were trying to figure out what was going on. So they like heard some of them talking, and they're just like, oh no, the plan is happening right now. So I had a bunch of the tieflings like cast fog in the crowd so that it's like the whole crowd just suddenly can't see anything anymore. Cooks, hello, and also Wolf CH, thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciated. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will, you may call me Sleeps, you may call me WillSleepsNot. I'm an insomniatic HD dyslexic VTuber who plays a variety of games, and on Saturdays, I do art. If that sounds appealing to you, by all means, sit back, relax, get comfortable, enjoy yourself. And if that doesn't sound appealing to you, then I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and thanks so much for stopping by when you did. And Wolf, what were you doing? Let me give you their old shout outs. And Mighty, how's it going? Wolf was streaming his hike through Green. That's awesome. That's so cool. He can't chat right now. That is totally fine. But Wolf, thank you so much for the raid. I hope that you can hear me. That's really cool. I hope that you had a great hike. Mighty, thank you so much for, I presume you directed the raid in this direction. That's very appreciated. And Wolf, if you can hear me, of course, you know, please make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Like, get something to eat, have a drink. Make sure that you're, you know, relaxing after a good hike. And thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Mighty, how's it going? My dude, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What is the up? What have you been up to, my dude? He ended up setting his camp and getting ready to sleep. Oh shit, like he's going for like a big hike. He's going for I'm gonna be here for a couple of days hike. The landscape reminds us of Dead Stranding. Pepsi Space, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, goodness, a double raid. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much. Hello, Pepsi Space. Hello, Solarcy. Hello, Jackie. I hope I said that correctly. Let me give a quick shout out. Boom. I hope I typed that right. I did. Just chatting. Nice. Welcome, Raiders. For those who don't know, my name is WillSleepsNot. You may call me Will. You may call me Sleeps. You may call me WillSleepsNot. I am an insomniatic, dyslexic, ADHD VTuber who plays a variety of games, and on Saturdays, I do art. If that sounds appealing to you, then by all means, sit back, relax, get comfy. And if not, I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and thank you so much for stopping by when you did. Played some Apex with Solarcy. We died a lot. That sounds exactly like something that happens to Solarcy. And that's very appreciated, Pepsi Space. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Solarcy, I hope that you had fun with Apex. And Pepsi Space, of course, I hope that you also had a lot. And Jackie, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. How's everybody doing? We're just finishing up our art. For those who don't know, our friend Kajumaju usually does a weekly art prompt where he gives 3 prompts, and then you gotta use 1, 2, or all 3 of the prompts, or none of the prompts if you want. Pepsi Space, thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. You do the drawings, and then at the end... You were playing Tupac, I forgot. Jackie, no! Don't worry, I appreciate you being there. I appreciate you. No, you left! No! The drama. The drama. Welcome. Jackie, thank you very much for the follow. That's very appreciated. But yeah, so we're doing some art for that particular art prompt, and normally on Sundays, we do it on Kajumaju's channel, where we post all of the art to his Discord, and then we look them over and we talk about it and we have a good time. But this week we're not going to be able to do that because Kaju is off on an IRL adventure. So tomorrow I'm going to be hosting it on my channel. So if you want to see some cool art that some people did and basically spend like 3 hours talking about not art and random things, by all means come by, take a peek. So I was able to raid. You were of Wolf. There we go. I got it. Wolf, thank you so much for the raid. It's very much appreciated. I heard that your hike was very Death Stranding-esque. And that you're setting up camp, which is really, really cool, my dude. I hope that you had a great hike. All right, we need probably a slightly stronger green so that it's easier to spot. But yeah, I'm just doing an art prompt this week. The prompts are as followed. They are discovery, travel, and flying. So I figured have a guy parachuting with a map over his face. You know, that seems fun. At least I think so. Oh, and since Kaju's not going to be streaming tomorrow, I can't even put an Amogus in here. Because there's no point. Because everyone will see me put it there, and it'll be like, yep, there it is. You guys already knew. You knew what was up. Ooh, and we'll put, like, a desert island. Just all desert. It's nice meeting you. How can I call you, though? You can call me Will. You can call me Sleeps. You can call me WillSleepsNot. Those are all very acceptable names. Most people just call me Will or William. Or, depending on who you ask, William the something. For some reason. I don't know why. Will works? Yeah, Will works absolutely fine. I have no issues with Will. No, no. It's gotta be wool. William, wheelchair, wheelbarrow. William sleeps. Oh, sleeps not worth. Whenever you do you call me Will, you can call me Sleeps. You can call me Will Sleeps Not. What do you mean? What's going on, Avatar? What's going on in that head of yours? You could call me not. No! Sorry, was busy being killed in Apex. How are you? How is chat? Hello, Solarcy. Please stop dying. It's not healthy. I'm gonna make this a nice big island. Yeah. I can do what I want. Well, do you want to die a lot, Solarcy? Is that fun for you? Will, how much do you know about Pokemon? I played Gen 1 and 2, and that's kind of it. Minus a little bit of Sun and a little bit of Black, I think was the one that I owned. So, but there's a lot of people in chat who know a lot about Pokemon. So, no, I'd like to die less. Well, then stop dying so much. Got him. Heckin' got him. Willow, you're trying to get good. Got any good idea for a theme for a dragon Pokemon? Ooh, for a dragon Pokemon. Now, do you want it to be dramatic, or do you just want it to be a nice, like, background music-y theme? Avatar, you beat me to it, because I was gonna say Two Steps from Hell has some really good dramatic music. And that was the one I was thinking of, Avatar. Well done. Way to steal my thunder like an absolute champion. Well, I'm going to go rest. No problem at all, Pepsi Space. Thank you so much for the raid once again. Thank you for trusting me with your community. Please have yourself a very good night. And I hope that you have a good rest. Cheers for now. Hope to see you again sometime. I'll see if I can pop by one of your streams in the future. Fair, that will be a theme for my Garchomp named Balmong. To be honest, I only chose it because it had dragon in the title. I was actually thinking about that song specifically, Avatar, so you kind of nailed it. I was thinking about Two Steps from Hell immediately. Heck, what the heck was I Googling for a second? Oh, Garchomp, that's right. I think I know what Garchomp is. Yes, I do know who Garchomp is. I'm actually aware of that Pokemon. Haha. I do not know its, I do not know what its, and also, hello, liar. And I will save my work. I do not know generation. That's the word I was trying to say. I do not know the generation of the Pokemon, but I do. I do know what you're saying. Ooh, and then if we do like I am gonna have to do with this. There. So now we know that's where we were specifically aiming for. Ooh, what if we even do like chink tin 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 button. And we'll add a little. A plane. Generation 4. Well, there you go. Yes, I am aware of who Chomp is. To some degree, at least. And there you go. How you doing, Liar? How's your day been going so far? Thank you for stopping by. And Solarcy, I presume that you need to go to bed soon, too? If so, please do. And Jackie, don't worry. I think you were probably MVP of that group, even if they don't believe so. Even if they didn't mention you, I think that you're MVP. Jackie was MVP. Boom. Called it. Called it. And you're tired, Liar. What's got you tired? Is it the weather? Because I could see the weather. That's how I feel right now. Just like, ugh. Blah. Just a lot of blah. But also, Solarcy, how are you doing? How was your games? Did you have a good time? I hope that the games were, despite potentially being frustrating, were at least fun. Had lots of fun. Hell yeah, my dude. That's what we're talking about. That's what we like to hear. But you have to, I mean, you don't. Like, you actually don't, though. Like, that's a thing you totally don't have to do. You don't ever have to touch Overwatch ever again. It's very easy not to do. See, I'm doing it right now. That's how easy it is. 2 years? Wait, has it just not been around for 2 years? Because if so, first of all, that's nuts. Like, that's ridiculous. No, he was on a boat last summer. Well, maybe he should have been getting good instead. Got it. What have they been doing for 2 years? Well, according to recent studies, Liar, they haven't been doing jack shit. They made Overwatch 2 and then broke all the promises that they made for Overwatch 2. Yeah, they've been making Overwatch 2. As in, they made a lot of money pretending to make Overwatch 2. I can't say shit. I don't play Overwatch. I have no dog in this race. I don't know why I'm being sassy about it. I gotta hide this for a second. View the grid. I ain't got no dog in this race, and I ain't got no dog in me. Are you okay, Avatar? What's going on, buddy? he got the dog in him is saying woof. Is it? Why was that all caps? All barks are all caps. This is what a conversation that is happening right now. But what about borks though, Avatar? Are borks all caps? This is an important question. You cannot, you're not allowed to, like... You're not allowed to ignore it. Arguably, woofs are kind of barks that are the quietest. Borks are decisively loud. Oh, I see. I see you are a scholar of some sort. Have you ever heard a dog say bark? Yeah, bark, bark, bark. That's what they sound like. Liar. Something ain't right all of a sudden. Did I goof somewhere? Was I right all along and it was supposed to go halfway? There we go. What? Yes, Will. I'm saying, have you ever heard a dog bark before? Because that's what they do. They bark. They go bark. They give the big bark. It's scholarcy? I don't know how to approach this. When dogs bark, they go aug? Aug? Oog? I don't even know how to say that. Oh god, he's on the frickin' snowman melting again. Somebody stop him. Avatar, put down the snowman. He didn't hurt nothing or nobody. I don't know why I'm being so pedantic about this particular coloring. Arf? What dogs? How small of a dog have you been around? You need to find the bigger dogs, the ones that go bark. The biggest dog go boof. Go boof. Boof. Guys, you gotta save this topic for tomorrow, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow, but this stuff is conversation gold. And don't worry, I'll have nothing to talk about tomorrow, but I'll figure something out. About seductive bark video. I have no words. A dog pronouncing a B sound would be pretty impressive for a creature with no with no lips. Buh. Well, they do. Also, I have collies. Collies, like border collies? And wait, Liar, you have dogs? Liar, do you have dogs? Oh, had. First of all, I'm sorry. But were they border collies specifically? Or are there were they a different type of collie? I don't know if there's a different type of collie, but I don't know a lot about dog breeds, so I just presume. I want to see a dog turn to a camera and pronounce a perfect English bark. I think it would frighten the world if that was the case. It's fine. They weren't border collies. I don't know the specific type. They were white and they were big dogs. Okay, because, like, border collies are medium-sized dogs. And they're kind of skittish in their, how to say it. They're skittish in the sense of they're kind of sneaky. They have a bad tendency. A bit larger than border collies. Got it. Because we have my parents' dog, who's technically my dog. She is a black lab border collie mix. So she's almost completely black, but like half her face is white. She's so far away. Well, Solarcy, maybe you shouldn't have gone to ye old England. I say cruelly, as if you had any choice in the matter of that case. Remind me again what kind of dog you had, Solarcy? Oh, wait! No! I remember Solarcy needs to actually has to bring her dog by law. That's right. Because she's got the queen's dog. Exactly. I was like, why am I thinking about this? Where's my brain going? I have the thought in my mind. Where is it? She is the queen. No. No. All dogs are queens, Solarcy. Not just yours. All dogs are queens. I don't know why I'm being argumentative right now, by the way. I'm tired. Got like a little bit of a weird crankiness lingering in my brain, which I don't know what's causing it. So, I apologize if I'm coming across as a little bit confrontational. I will attempt to rectify this behavior. All dogs are queens. If it barks, it's a mutt. Well, according to Liar, if it barks, it is a miracle of nature. If it properly barks, specifically. If it says the exact word bark. My dogs kind of look like this one, has some black bits in their fur. Oh, very nice. Very nice dog. Liar. Hiccup. Alright, we have that. Excuse me. I'm gonna make a copy of it. Take the whole thing. Black. Filter, blur, Gaussian. Bam. Then we need a background. For context, when they stood on their hind legs, they were around as tall as me, if I recall. I don't remember how tall you are, a liar. But, like, that's a pretty tall dog. I can definitely give you that. I'm taller than Kaju and Haya. Alright, that's a pretty sizable tall height of a dog. No, not the circle one, the straight line one, thank you. I accept your thought processes. First, hello, Syrinx. Can't believe you just came in here and stole that first like a god. Sorry, just doing some really quick impromptu clouds. There we go. And then we do a quick stretch because we gotta. It's healthier that way. Excuse me. Yeah, I think if our like Black Lab Border Collie were to like jump up, her paws would reach just under my rib cage, like my belly button roughly. She's not a very tall dog. She's definitely like a medium dog. Hello, Vitrify. How's it going? Oh yeah, we gotta still do the words. Yeah, she's a dinky little. Well. Dinky, you know, quotation marks around that. Oh, why is that? Get it to like 20. How you doing, by the way, Vitrify? How's your day going so far? Discovery. And then at the bottom we got travel. to the right, we have flying. Also, I apologize if I missed anybody's messages in the last like 20-30 minutes. I'm bad for that on occasion. So, if there's anybody here who's just like, why is this dude not reading my message? It's just because I missed it. Wasn't intentional, I assure you. I'm just bad. You don't suck. Nah, I appreciate that, liar. But like, when I'm in this kind of like low energy, brain dead state, and like a people raid, I'm always like, ah, crap, I'm gonna miss stuff. I know I'm gonna miss stuff. Eh. 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 How's the art going? I think I'm almost done, Vitrify. Don't know if I like the outside, though. I don't know if I like that color. Oh my god, will your neck? Yeah, if you go this way long enough, you'll break it. Oh, hold on. If I pull this back a little bit more. There you go. Neck broken. Now I gotta bend the other way to make sure that I don't accidentally like stiffen my own neck by accident. Will is on full tilt. Chiro time. No. No. I have seen too many chiropractor videos of just being like, no. And just horror stories. Just frickin' horror stories. Oh, there you go. Adventure. That'll be the final word. Most chiropractors are, yeah, I don't like it. Don't like it. I have a bud who had like a good chiropractor who was more, how to say it, like, was just like, hey, I'm gonna help you, like, basically like kind of realign you a little bit and then give you exercises as to how to fix the problem. You know, like, do these exercises for like the next like 6 weeks and you should be well on your feet again from like this particular injury. They were basically like, how to say it, they were a chiropractor, but they acted like a physiotherapist. But then you have people who are just like, yeah, you know, if you just crack the neck of a small child, they'll feel better. And it's just like, I'm going to scream and then hit the man who just did that. The neck cracking makes it feel like something productive is happening. A lot of it is kind of BS. Yeah, I feel you, liar. It always feels like they're just guessing. They probably are. Now, mind you, I don't want to, like, spread misinformation. I'm sure that there are good, I'm sure that there are good, chiropractors out there. And I don't want to, like, oh god, no. No. Not brighter. But like a softer orange. Oh god, that's worse. Darker orange. But like just like a nice dark brown. Or we can try purple again. Oh, that actually worked way better than I thought it was going to. Perfect. Well, how are you supposed to get, how are they supposed to keep coming back if they fix you properly? A lot of those videos seem to go through the same routine despite everyone having different issues. Very much so. First of all, yes, Vitrify. Agreed. Second, Syrinx. Good call. I don't need to be licensed, really, to be... So there's a lot of... Yeah, quacks. Yeah, I don't like that. I remember once hearing, those who don't have the cut to be a doctor become chiropractors. And I'm like, there's probably a little bit of truth to that. I think it's mostly just an over-exaggeration. But it does mean that it's, you know, people who were just like, no, I am a doctor. See, I'm a chiropractor. You know, they just wanted the status. And it's just like, I'd prefer if you were qualified. I don't know. Just too many horror stories that I won't get into because I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But, upsetty spaghetti. One moment, everybody. Apologies for the momentary quiet. Bam, there you go. Art complete. We did it. Ah, woo. And I will say thank you guys for your patience today. I know I've been a little bit more on the... Oh, liar. 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 Sitting here trying to just for a moment just be like, yeah, I apologize. I know that I was a little bit more difficult to be around today because bad sleep, low energy. Not sure what else is kind of messing with my brain right now. I think I'm just nervous for tomorrow. Meh. Quick story. No, we'll do the push-ups and then we'll do a quick story. I'm low energy too, so I can relate. Still bad sleep. Yeah, dude, I gave myself 9.5 hours last night to sleep, and I woke up almost every 30 minutes. And one of the dreams was very strange. But we'll get to that in a second. One moment. Remind me of the 88 when I get back. All right. And liar, if I read that correctly, that has crossed my mind. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. I'm back. I've thought about it, liar, but I'm pretty sure it's anxiety. Because my dreams are just full of like weird anxious moments that just get me riled up and then I wake up from them. Which is, very annoying. Like, one of the reasons I was waking up... Now, mind you, I didn't wake up every 30 minutes. Like, I did sleep probably for, like, about 5 hours before it started. Okay, I will say when I have a bad sleep apnea. Oh, interesting, liar. Then I'll have to look into it. Because that's not an unreasonable thing to... Worth getting a test done. Absolutely. It's been in the back of my mind, but it's one of those dumb... How to say it? One of those dumb guy things, you know, like, well, if I don't get tested, then I don't have it. But yeah, I'll look into it. But for that 88 thing, Avatar, there was this challenge called the 99 challenge. I think it was called the 99 challenge. And that was brutal. It was, oh god, hold on, let me look it up really quickly. No, the 99 challenge. There it is. Okay, so it starts with 99 jumping jacks, 99 crunches, 99 second wall sit, 99 wall leg lifts, and then 9 push-ups. And then you just keep going down by 11. So then it's 88 of everything, and then 8 push-ups, and then 77. And you just do this in one go. And then at the 11 mark, instead of doing 11 of everything, you do an 11-minute run. And I did that once. Oh god. It was brutal. It was so brutal. I had to take like when I think I made it to when I made it to 44. I'm sorry, you delete. Wait. You can delete your own messages? How did you do that, Avatar? How'd you delete your own messages? That shouldn't be possible. How'd you do it? Mod power. I have mod powers. I've never been able to delete my own messages. I have never had the capability to do that. I went to mod view. I have gone into mod view too. It will not let me do that. I drag the slider to the right. Oh. Maybe because you're the streamer. No, Liar, I'm mod in a couple different channels, but Avatar, I think, just kind of broke my brain with just like a very simple thing that I haven't tried yet. Thank you, Avatar. You've changed the way I think about things. Oh yeah, but when I was making it to the fort, just before I started doing the 44s, I had to lay down for like 10 minutes because I felt like I was gonna throw up. Oh, just literally just laying there like, okay, I need to just lay here for a second. Just breathe. Save your work. Cobalt, but we're done. I've already saved it. But thank you regardless. And thank you for the stretch also, by the way. We're gonna go stretch, so everybody's gonna join. It's good to stretch after some push-ups. So everybody reach for the skies. Give me your wallet. How many times have I made that stupid joke before? And we get, reach for our right. 2, 3, 4. And we reach for our left. And very cool, Brian. It's always neat to be entrusted with being a mod. 2, 3, 4. Just noticed that the push-ups are out of stock. I just did them, Cobalt. Like, Liar redeemed them 6 minutes ago. And we go back. 2, 3, 4. And we shake out our wrists, especially right now, because we're drawing things. Wow, mods. Mod view is like seeing the Matrix. In some cases, mod view is very interesting, right? Because you just get access to everything. Like Avatar, you can pause redeems and unpause redeems as a mod in mod view. Which I had to learn how to do because sometimes people would bully Kudju with the jump scares, and I'm just like, I don't think he's happy about this. I'm just gonna go ahead and pause that. I notice my hand really gets tired drawing anymore. I wish I was the same, Liar. My ring finger cramps up really badly after a while. Why do they give me access to the shield button? Because you're a mod. I don't even remember what the shield actually does, so. You need more details to exercise those hands. It's like a panic attack. What do you mean? What does shield mode do? Do I need to Google this? Oh, it's a panic button. Sorry. But what does shield mode do? What? Does it put everything into, like, slow and maximum, like, auto mod powers? One way to find out what a button does. Nah, Vitrify, you say that, but, you know what? I'm just gonna Google it. One moment, everybody. Twitch shield mode. Let's give it a little bit of a look-see. Blah, 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 blah. So the features. While shield mode is active, you will be able to input specific terms or phrases, then mass ban all users who recently used that for that chat or that those words in chat. 2. No first-time chatters. Ah, it is a holy fuck. I got hate rated and people are spamming a bunch of racial slurs in my chat. I clicked it on my stream once. I pressed the red button. No, liar. This is why you're not going to be a mod, at least for me, ever. I think it clears messages. Reinhardt and Overwatch. We're not talking about Overwatch, Searinx. You can't do that to poor Solarcy. Presuming that Solarcy is still in chat. I hope not, though. I hope that she's sleeping. It locks down everything to handle things like hate raids and whatnot. Yeah. I feel like we'd take care of that real quick if that was ever an issue. Yeah, but it's just another tool in either the mod or the streamer's tool belt, right, Syrinx? Like, if somebody comes in and just drops like a bunch of hate shit and you're just like, oh, they all use this term, activate shield, write that word specifically, boom, all right, all of them are banned. Easy peasy. Fixed it, you know? Because most people during a raid will message in the first like 10 to 15 seconds. Now, I pulled those numbers out of my butt, but I don't think I'm entirely wrong there. There's not a lot of people who come along with a raid who will message like after like a minute. Or at least it's pretty rare. And in which case, you know, if you do the thing, mass ban, turn it back off again, and one guy comes in and does some sass, it's very easy to just click ban on them, right? If it's just one guy. This is probably under the presumption that you're getting raided by like 100 people. I'm going to bed now. Good night, Solarcy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for directing the raid towards me. It's always appreciated. All right, though. I'm going to send us somewhere because I need to step away and either wake up or fall over. One of the two. I'm not sure which one yet. So, everybody, let's see if we can find somebody to raid. Oh God, and the choices we have. Okay, we never get to raid. No, we did raid Lady Luna D recently, didn't we? Ooh. Ah. Okay, I'll put up a poll. Poll is the best option in this case. Where? Go. one shot. We have special event. We have Mother 3. We have Armored Core. And we have Diablo 4. Boom. Mod is up, and thank you, Brian. That's appreciated. Though I also acknowledge it could have been a better stream. Just low energy streams can sometimes be a little bit more difficult for me because I'm a little bit more... I'm more easily self-irritable, I think, is the issue. And sometimes I don't filter my words as well, so sometimes I can come across as a little bit ruder than I intend to be. You know, like the idea that I'm trying to convey is just a simple thing, but because of a bad choice of words, it comes across a little bit more nasty than it was supposed to, and it's like, oh, well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Heckin' whoops. Go. And the result is Armored Core. Really? All right, then we're going to go ahead and raid Triox. Going to go ahead and say hello to that nerd. He should still be playing. Yeah, he's still going. He's still going. All right. So, socials. You know the socials. Use them if you want to use them. If you don't want to use them, that's totally cool too. And we're going to go ahead and raid Triox. Sorry for the kind of like quick farewell. My brain is just butter at the moment and it's melting rapidly. So if you are subscribed, please use the top rate message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom rate message. We're going to go ahead and say hello to Triox. He is currently playing Armored Core, The Last Raven. So we're going to go ahead and support him while he does so. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. Whether you were chatting, whether you were lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second, know that you are super appreciated. Hope that you guys are having a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever time it happened to be for you. I'm forgetting my own outro. I hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, whatever time might happen to be for you, hope that you have a very restful sleep. Special thanks to Wolf and Pepsi Space for the raids today. Wow. And until next time, bedheads and sleepy breads. And bedheads and sleepy breads. Until the next sleepover. See you over there. Farewell. Bye-bye. I'm sorry, Disco.